What's going on, guys? Marcus Crockett back with another video. If you have a cleaning business and you are struggling to get clients, if getting clients is something that's keeping you up at night, there are a lot of people out there who are experiencing the same thing. I've experienced those things as well. In this video, I'm going to touch on 5 things that would actually help you move from there to where you want to be. If you're brand new to the channel, welcome. If you get value out of this video or anything I'm going to say, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. With that said, let's get into it. Now, I know that I've said in the past that getting accounts through, places like Bark or places like Thumbtack or some of those other businesses that are similar in that way, I know that I said that those ways aren't ideal for growing your cleaning company. Now, I'm not going back on what I said. I stand by that, right? I don't believe that that's a viable way to actually grow your cleaning company. But at the same time, I know that there are people out there who have gotten accounts. Maybe they have 1 or 2 accounts or 3 that they've gotten through those routes. And however you get accounts is the best way that you get accounts. I'm not gonna say give them back because you got them through one of those platforms. This is what you have, and you gotta make the best of it. You gotta make the most of it. But if you're in a situation where you have those types of accounts and you're looking to grow, you're looking to actually add on to your business, then you may want to take note of some of the stuff that I'm about to talk about, because this can definitely help you. If you have one of those accounts, right, the first thing I'm gonna have you do is leverage to get your online reviews, guys. When people go online and they're searching up whatever it is they're searching up, cleaning companies near me or cleaning companies in whatever city, right? You want your name to pop up, right? And your name is gonna pop up, depending on where your name pops up, just is based on the amount of search engine optimization. That's a completely different video. But let's say they come across your website, they see your website on Yelp or on Google or on wherever, right? You wanna have as many reviews as possible. You don't need to have all 5-star reviews. We don't even have all 5 stars. Our reviews are, I think, like 4.8 or 4.9 or whatever the case is. You just need to be able to have reviews so that someone looking in can say, wait a minute, this person right here, they look good, they look at your site looks good. You want them to be able to invite you into their company to provide them with a walkthrough, so that at least you have the opportunity to present your services to them. Number 2, you want to make sure that you actually stand out. One of the ways that I say, for you to stand out is offering specialized services, right? So what I mean by specialized services is something that everyone just can't do or everyone just doesn't do, right? So during the pandemic, we were offering specialized services. It wasn't that everyone didn't know how to do them, it's that everyone couldn't do them. We had access to certain machines, certain products, certain chemicals that the public just didn't have access to, because, for the backup or whatever the case was, we had access to something and we were able to add a specialized service, right? So you want to be able to make sure that you definitely can do that. And it doesn't have to come in form of disinfecting for a virus. It can come in form of disinfecting for a virus. It can come in form of doing stripping and wax, doing carpet cleaning. If the more services that you offer, the more useful you are. And just because you offer those services doesn't necessarily mean that you have to do them. We offer carpet cleaning services in my company. I don't clean carpets, and neither do any of my staff. I outsource that part of the business onto a subcontractor. The same goes for any window washing or any stripping and wax. Yes, if my client comes to me and asks, hey, can you do these windows? Of course we can. This is what it's gonna cost for us to do them. I already have 2 or 3 guys that are on standby to come in and fill in where, the places where we just don't do those services. Okay, number 3 is gonna be sharing the knowledge that you have. That's either with a customer or with a prospect. And here's how it works. So we have, in one part of town, we have probably about 5 or 6 different clients. And we've been servicing those clients for a variety of different times, just depends on the client. So I'm familiar with that side of town and some of the issues and some of the things that happen on that side of town. So when we did a walkthrough for a customer, they're now our customer, this was probably about a year or so ago. We did a walkthrough for them, and one of the biggest complaints that they were having was, one, the cleaning company that they were using, they weren't doing the best job of cleaning, and it's because they weren't doing the best job of cleaning. let the customer believe that, you know, all of these stains within inside of the toilet are because the cleaners aren't cleaning. So when we go in and we do the walkthrough, yes, you know, I'm validating all of the customer's concerns. Yes, you know, this definitely is dusty, that can be fixed, this can be better, this can be better. But when we came time to actually get into the bathroom and, you know, they're showing them, look, they're not doing this, and this. This is my time to show them, like, regardless to whether they choose us or not, let me give you this little bit of information. And I told her, I said, you know, in this part of town, because of the water system and how things are, everywhere has more hard water stains. Now, you're right, because they weren't doing what they were supposed to do, meaning the cleaning company, they weren't doing what they were supposed to do. But here's how we can fix it. We can go ahead, bring this product in along with a deep clean, right? Because the entire place, you know, it will need a deep clean just for a fresh start. But we'll bring in this product, give us, you know, 1 or 2 weeks to go ahead and make sure that all of these water stains and everything is gone, you know, within the toilet, right? So the customer or the prospect at this time, you know, we went ahead, we agreed, we signed contracts. Now, I told her that was give us 1 or 2 weeks, but with the product that we were using, we went in and it was clean the next day. Now, I knew it was gonna be clean the next day, but I always like to oversell, but I over deliver, right? This leads me to when you're making sure that you're doing a good job, when you're making sure that the customer's needs are met, they're gonna be more than likely to go back up to the first thing I mentioned, which was give an honest review and an honest feedback. Okay, number 4 is gonna be creating partnerships through networking. Guys, when I was probably about 2 years into to my business, one of the things that I did, and I've always been pretty good at like thinking outside of the box, figuring out the shortest way or the best way that I can maximize my time, my money, my effort to get the maximum return. So one of the things that I did, we had a storage account. We don't have this account anymore. It was a really small account. It probably only paid us maybe like $220 a month. This was a long time ago. But we had this account, right? And you know, it's like, well, how can I get more money out of this account? So what I did was I went to the owner and we worked out a deal. I said, hey, I'll take $5 off of, you know, the monthly service charge that we're charging you if you'll let me leave my flyers in here. So why is it important to leave your flyers in places like storage facilities? Because people come to storage facilities who have moved or are about to move. And if they're coming because they're moving or they're about to move, then that means that you can now do a move out clean if they see your flyer and decide to use you, or you could do a move in clean, right? Depending on what the situation is. Okay, number 5 is gonna be running promotions and discounts. Guys, this is something that I always advise people to do. And this is how our situation looks. So I'll have a prospect, right? We'll go through the walkthrough, I have a prospect. I will submit the prospect with a proposal. Within the proposal is laid out everything that they're gonna get, what they can expect. Also, what's in the proposal is going to be, you know, letting them know that we do have, you know, an incentive for them to tell their friends about us, right? Once we submit that document over, we're now in business together. And when we go through the clean, our very first clean, usually it's a deep clean, but we're making sure that we do an amazing job, right? So after the clean, one of us will do a follow-up call or a follow-up email to make sure everything went right. Once they're actually happy with the work, I'm gonna get a review and I'm going to piggyback off of the promotion that was sent in the original proposal, right? And I'm gonna remind them, hey, remember, you know, in the proposal, we do offer X, Y, and Z, just to give them that extra push to say, hey, you know what? We do know someone else. We do know this person or that person. I made a video a couple of days ago, maybe it was a week or 2 ago, where we went in and the toilet was broken. We fixed the toilet, and through that whole process, the stuff that I didn't really talk about too much on camera, that client, which was a new client, that was our very first clean, ended up sending us 2 more people, 2 more companies for us to now do business with. So that one incident created more business for us, created multiples, right? So these are just some of the things that you can do to actually increase your contracts, to get more business flowing in for you and for your company. There's definitely things that you're gonna come across in business that you're not gonna know about. There's things that you're not gonna be familiar with. There's still things that I don't know and things that I'm not familiar with, but the best way to combat that, or the best way to find answers for things that you don't necessarily know, is to be a part of some sort of networking group, guys. The Inner Circle is our Facebook group. It costs no money to join. Go ahead, click the link, join the group, ask your questions. Get knowledgeable on the things that you don't know. So that way, when you're able to go out and you're able to meet with prospects, you're able to meet with your customer, you're armed with just a little bit more information than what you knew before. If you got value out of this video, go ahead and hit the like, subscribe button. And while you at it, you might as well hit the bell. Guys, that is it for today's video. Like I say, in the game of business, spectators are only gonna watch. Hustlers get into the game so they can win. Guys, I'm always dropping jewels. The only way to be in position to pick them up is you gotta like, comment, and subscribe. Once again, my name is Marcus Crockett. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.